Boxing fans, with the Manny Pacquiao Tim Bradley aftermath continues. We're here with trainer Pat Barry. Before we talked about the Manny Pacquiao Tim Bradley fight, the night before the fight took place, your fighter Jesse Magdaleno, an undefeated prospect, he scored explosive first round not stoppage. What were your thoughts on Jesse's victory? How pleased were you with his performance?
I was extremely pleased with the performance.
Yeah.
It wasn't necessarily the outcome that made me so pleased as much as just what you said, his performance.
Yeah.
He went out there in true fashion as far as following the plan that we had worked on. Not to get riled up or overexcited, but to go in there and just box, set the openings up. And this is what Jesse has a uncanny skill about.
Yeah.
He actually does set things up. He's a thinker in there all the time. He's always one step ahead of most of the guys there. He's not just doing things for the sake of doing them.
Yeah.
Repetition training doesn't work with him.
Yeah.
He's out there and he's got a plan just about every time he steps in the ring, and even just working heavy bag. If I'll stop him in the middle and say, "What are you thinking right now?" And he'll tell me, "Well, I got this guy throwing this at me or that at me, and I'm slipping." So I was very satisfied with the way that he went out there, and he just took care of business.
Got you.
The Jesse Magdaleno way.
Got you. Now, do you feel he's almost maybe wise beyond his years a little bit, kind of like?
Extremely. Yeah.
Really.
Yeah, he's been in the game pretty much his whole life. I've seen him, and he's been with us almost since he was in diapers. Coming in and watching his brother Diego train, and Diego's a tremendous role model.
Yeah.
And he's walking the walk, so to say. And,
Gotcha.
So him and Jesse together, they both have the same incentive, that same workman fashion in the gym. And they train hard together. They push each other quite a bit, and I think you've seen some real good results here. So
awesome.
I'm just praying that it continues, and the two of them just keep going forward.
Got you. And Saturday night, everybody's talking about the Manny Pacquiao-Timothy Bradley fight. Tim Bradley won a split decision that was a little bit controversial. What type of fight did you see from your eyes?
Well, I watched the fight. The fight itself, I was entertained by it, if it was lack of a better word. It wasn't a barn burner. It wasn't one of those fights that go down. I don't think that would go down in history on its exploits alone. But it was competitive. It was good. But I thought it was pretty much of a systematic.
Systematic by Pacquiao, you feel?
By Pacquiao, yeah. Each round, I thought he just kept storing away, and there wasn't much change. The real big punches that did take place, and at any point where you really lean forward to, this round was heavily dominated by one of the two. It was Pacquiao that seemed to have had the more explosive round. So,
got you.
The decision, I say caught me by surprise. I don't know. They see what they see. I don't know what angles that they try to make different reasons as to why they might have seen this or seen that. But the bottom line is, you got that much experience, and you know the level of this competition, these fighters. I don't think the decision really showed what happened at the fight.
And you feel Bob Arum after the fight, he said, "Well, these judges, they've been around as long as me. They're too old to judge a fight." I mean, what do you feel? Is there any explanation for how they might have saw the action, or?
It would just be a guess, and I'd rather not go there at this time. I don't know what the logic was,
right.
Or I don't know of any logic that you could infer into it to justify scoring in anything other than the way you see the rounds.
Gotcha.
And if you take the rounds individually and look at them, I thought there was more than a runaway for Pacquiao, I thought.
Gotcha. And Bob Arum well. Your fighters, the Magdaleno brothers, work with Top Rank. He said
punches.
Bob said after the fight, well, there's not going to be a public interest in the rematch. So do you feel that we might see Bradley and Pacquiao in separate fights to get different opponents after this?
I don't know. I would be interested in the rematch because
really?
I'd like to. Certainly, I still credit Tim Bradley with doing what he did. He's in good shape, and There was a couple times there I thought he was rocked, and unless a fighter would have taken him easier out, and he came back strong. So he did have moments, but yeah, I mean, Pacquiao is a kind of exciting fight. I'd like to see him fight anybody, anytime. Really? So I'd like to see him. If he fights somebody else, I'll still watch it.
Gotcha.
But Tim Bradley, he's not gonna, no matter who he fights, he's not gonna have the interest or.
Yeah.
You're going to see when he fights Pacquiao again.
Got you. Pat Barry from Barry's Boxing here in Las Vegas. Thanks a lot, Pat.
Okay, thank you.